so we set up this new program, and at the core of this program, there is a team which is called the API Factory within Orange, which aims is to accelerate the API transformation within Orange. So we mutualize a lot of functions that we need to deliver APIs. So for instance, recruiting partners and animating the developers community. So that's basically what you see on the Orange Partner website. We support the projects with our experts and the know-how for API development. And we provide all the tools for these projects to expose their APIs, meaning that if a project comes and see us, they don't have to build the infrastructure to expose the APIs. We have everything prepared, and they just have to come and plug into our system. And of course, they get API exposition, API management. They get the analytics, and so on. Basically, what we want to deliver as APIs in 2014 are shown here. So these are based on the main flagship products that we have. I will come to that a bit later. But coming back on the business model discussion, you have to understand that for each of this service, we do a business model analysis regarding the API, meaning that it's not the same to expose an API for telco. I mean, it's not the same for us to expose a cloud API and I don't know, NFC and contactless. We will not have the same business model expected from these APIs. We work with the marketing teams and technical teams on each of these APIs to determine which are the good business model and applying to this specific project. So we do not rely anymore on only direct revenue or indirect revenue and so on. We build the business case for each APIs, so it's with each project team. The goal is to create a flexible partnering approach, meaning that we know it can be sometimes difficult to work with Orange, so we try to improve on that aspect, meaning that if we expose API, we have a view of what we expect from it. As I said, we are building the business model, and we can work with partners in very different ways. So the first one is on top. It's obviously for us is to increase the value and the usage of our flagship products. So that's why you have seen on the previous slides mainly our flagship products for the year, and that's why we're promoting actively the APIs on these products specifically. But also we want to leverage our networks and platforms. This require a lot of investment to set up. We know they have value on the market, and so in that case, for instance, on the right-hand side, we could have direct revenues expected from these APIs. And one business model that we appreciate the most is the one that you have on your left-hand side, which is to make a joint go-to-market. For instance, a very good example in France, in Orange France, is Deezer, the partnership that we have with Deezer. It's based on APIs, checking whether you have the option enabled in your customer details account. So it's very basic APIs. Anyway, it's a very good success for Orange and a very good success for Deezer. So these are the types of partnership that we expect to detect based on the usage of the APIs. And we also have, so to do this, we have public APIs, which are automated, free enrollment, and so on, and restricted APIs, which are mainly for partners. So in that case, we will discuss, we have a specific partnership agreement, such as the one we have with Deezer, and private APIs, because as I said, it's also an internal program. What would be the KPI for the success? So the KPI, as has been previously mentioned, is the most important KPI for us is the number of API calls. So the traffic that we generate because it's, as you said, it's a soft measure, but anyway, it's the way to measure that something is an API is wanted by the developers community, so it must have a value. We can detect with this KPI what the customers want. Why would there be so much traffic if there is no value? So we detect based on this KPI where the value is and what step we can do with the partner, maybe to create a new service based on with a partner that we have detected that way. So the main drivers of our API program are usage, of course, as I said, simplicity. As I said, it's not simple to be simple within a big telco organization such as Orange, and quality of service. The standards regarding APIs are really high at the moment. They've been set up by over-the-top players, and we want to be good challengers in this competition. So we have we come with solutions with high standards regarding simplicity and quality of service. And regarding maybe a more specific detail on why we are here today, so at the Mobile World Congress, we strongly think that we need an inter-carrier, an interoperator approach. It's one of the key differentiators as opposed to over-the-top players. So we strongly support multi-operator initiatives regarding API. There is nevertheless, let's say, habit to make things a little bit complex in the telco world. So our view is to keep things as simple as possible. So maybe this is a message for our colleagues in the other operators or for the GSMA people. We want to avoid complexity. We want to be able to start small and then focus pragmatically on what is working and what is not. We can remove, and maybe like I said, the KPI for usage is a good way to detect what is a success, what is wanted by the developers. The collective momentum is key, of course, and we strongly encourage all the operators to join the GSMA One API initiative. We also have the possibility to start with bilateral or trilateral collaboration with other operators.